Well, I splurged. Do you have an aspirational pen? I have a list of aspirational pens. In fact, my top 10s of 2017, I did an aspirational section in my video. And I bought one. So today, I'm going to talk about the Aurora 88. So, if you like videos on fountain pens, if you like videos where I review fountain pens, where I compare fountain pens, where I talk about fountain pens in use, subscribe below. And if you have any comments on your own aspirational pens, please comment below. I'd love to hear what interests you. So I've been exploring different options for this video, and I'm working on some new openings and so on. So hopefully you like what you see. That would be also something you could feel free to comment below. You can see the Aurora 88 here. Now, I called this an aspirational pen. Some people talk about what they call grail pens. I'm not into the grail pen thing. A grail is something that is going to involve a great deal of sacrifice and, pain in order to get it. Think of the King Arthur legend. So instead, I call them aspirational pens. These are pens that'll be really difficult to get, but you can get. So I saved for quite a long time in order to get this one, and I like it. This is a FlexNeb version. They came out 188 in each color. There were 8 different colors. I successfully avoided the temptation, even while the orange one was out, until I saw one at slightly lower cost. So I have to tell you, I am super thrilled with it. I will also tell you that I am also simultaneously filming my comparison with the vintage 88, which you can expect next week as a video. So I've been behaving for quite some time over the summer and so on. I think you want to get a closer look at the pen while I talk about this though. So I've been behaving over the summer and fall, and I went a little crazy. Bought this pen. So it's a flex nib. Now flex nib came out kind of in celebration of Aurora's centennial. It's a little bit plainer nib than perhaps their standard nib. I don't own a standard nib Aurora 88, but whatever. And you might say, what a plain pen for a centennial. My response to that would be, the point of this pen is the nib. Now, a purchase like this is never logical. All I can say is I've been very good with buying pens, so that's why I felt safe doing this. But there is no logic to this choice. I love the original model. In fact, I will be doing a video next week where I compare the original with the new, but here is an original Aurora 88. You can see that the new one is a little bit larger. If you start to investigate the pens, you'll see a number of other differences, which I'll highlight in that video. The original is more understated, more modest. It was meant to compete with the Parker 51. But what a pen it was. And I fell in love with it as soon as I got one. And I now own 2. But this video is about the modern version. So the first thing I would like to do is I'd like to do an unboxing. Now, clearly it's out of its box, so we'll set that aside for the moment. Just pretend. So it arrives in this box. Celebrates the 100th anniversary of, no, not 100th, 70th. Yeah, 70th. I apologize. I don't know where the number 100 came from. Celebrates the 70th. Now points out here on the box, takes 2 years to create a new Aurora writing instrument. We've got craftsman tradition, most advanced working technologies, and a masterly creative research to create a unique timeless object. So, backwards. We'll remove the sleeve. You're left with a cardboard box. Remove the cover. Slip this puppy down, and out comes another cardboard box covered with a fake leatherette type thing. Open it. The pen was sitting here. There's little straps underneath the decorative strap. Inside, this says 14 karat gold, which it is. A little bit about Aurora. And a bottle of, Aurora black ink. And then underneath, a little booklet about various Aurora pens, which is nothing special. So I will probably be using this bottle. I actually am going to ink my pen up with a bottle that comes from an Aurora Duo card I purchased some time ago. So, nice packaging, but my thing is packaging is cool when you open it, and after that you just get some garbage to store. So one thing that's kind of fun is the company Aurora makes its own nibs. So let's just take a look at the pen. Let's look at a few things. So first of all, it's a torpedo-shaped pen. Very attractive. Very simple clip. I see not the same, but some similarities with its original. Both are piston fill pens. Now when I open it up, screw cap, of course, a very generous ink window. And what the hell is that thing in there? Heck, sorry. Well, that's part of the feed. That's actually part of something I will bring up a little bit later. No, I'll bring it up now. What the hell? This is called a magical reservoir. What that is when the pen runs dry, if I screw down the nib, or I'm sorry, the feed, wow, I'm still sorry. The piston, there's a little piece up here that stores a few drops of ink, so I can write another page or two when this runs dry. So that's kind of neat. Makes it a pain to clean though. So my suggestion, Aurora pens, you can unscrew the nib. Now it's an easy pen to clean. So that would be my suggestion when you go to clean it. Otherwise it's very painful. But the focus, of course, of this model is on this fabulous, fabulous nib. This nib is fairly plain, but there's a good reason for that. It's a flex nib. And a lot of decoration engraved on the nib is going to make it weaker, so it might break or permanently bend while flexing. So that's why it has to be like this. I'm going to fill this pen with a bottle of Aurora Black. It's the same basic bottle. Oops, sorry. The same basic bottle as what comes with the pen. This is what came with the Aurora Duo cart, but same ink. So this is what I'm going to put in the pen. So my natural inclination is to ink this pen up with an exciting shading ink. And I will say, I was going to film this video last week, and I inked up the Aurora 88 with Platinum Classic Lavender Black. And oh my God, what a horrible experience that was. It was skippy, hard starts, and I have not had that trouble with any other ink I've put in this pen because I've had it for a while. So I'm going to use Aurora Black. Alright, so through the magic of special effects, the Aurora 88 is filled. Let's take a look at how it writes. So I think you can see that this pen, oops, forgot to close my parentheses. The math teacher in me is kind of freaked out. I think you can see that this is a very wet writing pen. And let's just see what this can do. So one thing I should mention that the ink, although I have already said this, but I put it in writing here, is Aurora Black. As far as flex, you can already see that too. So definitely has some flex to it. Vintage flex, no. But definitely a flex nib. So first test I will do here, we'll do the smear test. We'll do 2 smear tests. We'll do one with no pressure. Then we'll do one where we push the nib. Boo, yeah. Boom shakalaka. All right, so that's our smear test. We'll test our wetness and flow. Yeah, very wet. I mean, seriously, some of the ink up here still isn't even dry yet. Okay, and reverse writing for those of you who are into that kind of thing. Okay, a little scratchy, but whatever. So my personal feeling on this pen is it definitely has some feedback. It's not vintage flex, but it's definitely some flex. On the whole, it's a pretty good pen. And I look forward to showing you a very long quote from Albert Einstein. Here's the elephant in the room. This is an expensive pen. Yes, I got a decent price on it compared to what the pen goes for, but it was an expensive pen. Truth is, I did sacrifice a bit to buy it. I went quite a number of months without buying any fountain pens, which may surprise you, looking at this channel and seeing that I review a fountain pen every week, but it's true. There is a reason why you're going to be seeing some notebook reviews and so on popping up in the coming weeks. So it took me several months of saving. It also helps that I just have not been able to get out anywhere this fall. I haven't even gone to Dickinson, so yeah. So is this pen worth it? No. I couldn't claim that this pen is worth what I paid for it. Now, I paid for it out of pure, naked lust. I wanted this pen. I successfully talked myself out of a number of the colors, including this color, actually. I like this color. Then I saw this one at its particular price, and I was just like, oh gosh, and I gave in to temptation, and I purchased a very expensive pen. Now this is what I call an aspirational pen. Some people call them grail pens. I'm not, I don't believe in the word grail. Yes, I sacrificed for it, but I don't think it's the kind of sacrifice that a grail would be. A grail would be, I sell this house and move into a tiny apartment in order to afford it, kind of thing. Maybe I give up people I love. But with an aspirational pen, it is kind of exciting to finally get one, and I am really enjoying it. You haven't seen it on this channel, except maybe with me going, huh? Where do you think it is? But that said, oops, come on, hold still, buddy. There we go. That said, I am really enjoying it, and I'm so happy I bought it. This is one of those pens that's going to be inked up quite often. So I get what people are saying when they talk about these pens they really, really want, because now I've got one. So I can't recommend this as having any kind of value. I can't even say that it's vintage flex. But I really appreciate Aurora making the attempt at customizing a nib, making a flex nib Not as good as an FA nib from Pilot, but my God, it's still a very, very good nib. And I really, really enjoy it. So kudos to Aurora, and I can't wait to see where this idea leads next. So thank you for watching. Again, feel free to subscribe if you like videos like this. Comment below about your own aspirational pens, or maybe you think aspirational and should be called a Grail pen. I don't know. So feel free to comment. I thank you for watching. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.